Ryan, thank you very much for talking to us today. Club captain, academy graduate, you've come up through the ranks. What's that journey been like, bringing you to this point here in time?
Wow, thank you very much. And yeah, I think it's a journey full of highs and lows. Yeah, a lot of hard work. Like I say, a lot of highs and lows through the process, but yeah, suddenly I'm 28 and yeah, the club are competing on the European level, which yeah, a few years ago you'd never dreamed of that, but that's where we are and I'm fully enjoying it.
What are the feelings that it brings up in you, thinking that you're representing the club that you grew up at on this stage?
Very proud, very proud. I feel like I say, it goes so quickly, but I think the club's been on such a journey for the past 4 or 5 years, and this is another landmark moment, which we've done really well in the competition, and yeah, we need to take full advantage of that and yeah, live in the moment.
And as you kind of like grew up at the club and then embraced the leadership responsibilities of being club captain, I mean, how did you find that changed your game on the pitch?
Yeah, I think we've had so many good captains over the years. Michael Dawson, Ben Watson, Joe Worrell, just to name a few, who obviously I looked up to. Their leadership tried to take as much as I can from the way they work, and yeah, I think just through experience, learning off so many good players who've been brought to the club, a lot more experience than myself, and yeah, just trying to mould myself into the best version I can be to help the team.
Do you notice yourself becoming like more vocal on the pitch, or was that always a part of your game?
I think I was always vocal on the pitch, to be honest, but I think just becoming more mature with my game in general, and yeah, off the pitch. Obviously been here for many years, and yeah, you get to know and understand the club and what it needs and what it takes to thrive.
You spoke a little bit about your game and how this club kind of moulded it. Hard working is something that you've said before. How would you kind of describe yourself as a player?
I think a bit of an all-rounder. I feel like I can adapt to what the game needs. I don't feel like I want to have ever pigeonholed myself into being a certain type of player. I think more than anything, I think I just play with energy and yeah, try and bring whatever the game needs, whether that's arriving in the box to score, managing the game for my team, or yeah, just doing whatever it takes to win.
Growing up, who were the players that like influenced you and inspired you?
I think probably all the top English midfielders, the likes of Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes. Yeah, just trying to take little bits of their game and playing at the top level. And obviously there's a few Forest players growing up, likes of Chris Cohen and Andy Reid, who I look up to and eventually trained with when I broke into the first team. All of them sort of taking little bits from them and trying to apply it to my game.
Yeah, on that last point, how important is it that whilst you take all of these influences from different sources, you still remain fundamentally Ryan Yates?
I think that's so important to anybody. I think any young player coming through, I think you have to be unique, you have to be yourself. Football's all about instinct. That's why we started playing when we were younger, because we loved playing football. We weren't thinking about too much, weren't overthinking. We were just going out to play, and I don't think you can ever lose sight of that, and yeah, just being original.
One more point that I read, which I found really interesting. Can you tell me the truth about your barista skills?
Yeah, I do. I've got a good coffee machine at home. Like a bit of latte art. I'll have to show you after, if you're into your coffee. So yeah, no, I'm not too bad. I'm not the best, but yeah, it's just something that I got into coffee. My brother got me a course to go and do, and yeah, I'm not too bad.
Do you bring it to the club?
We've got a barista now at the club who does it for us. So Alex, shout out to Alex, he's very good, and yeah, he has a big queue in the morning, people waiting for coffees.
So you're not trying to nudge him off the desk and make him for the rest of your teammates?
No, not yet. Maybe towards the end of my career I might have to do that, but for now I'm good.
Cool, let's ask a few questions now about the season in the Europa League, now that we're here with UEFA. How's it been for you?
Yeah, personally really enjoyed it. I feel like it's been a good distraction from the Premier League, which, you know, we have suffered in the Premier League this season. It's not been easy with the sort of 2 games per week and the extra game load, but I think it's been so enjoyable. I think there's been a real buzz around the European games and we've seemed to thrive in it, so yeah.
How have you managed to put the kind of domestic disappointments to one side when you go into those Thursday nights?
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of changes in the team. Lads have been given opportunities to play who have signed, and yeah, I think there's just been a special buzz at the City Ground every time we've played there in Europe, and yeah, I think we've given a really good account of ourselves so far.
Are there any games in particular that kind of stand out to you as being the real tentpole occasions in Europe this season?
I have to say the Midtjylland away game for sure. And I think just there's been a few really good performances at home in the Europa League, the Porto game, for sure, the Malmo game, and yeah, I just think we've had a good few games for sure.
And this is a club, you will know this better than anyone, right? This is a club with incredibly rich European history. How much do you players feel that legacy?
Yeah, I think as soon as you sign for Nottingham Forest, you understand the history, the back-to-back European Cups. It's everywhere. You're told by everybody the history of the club, but you know, we're here now. We have the quality, the backing from the owner to make our own history, and that's what we're focused on more than anything.
What would it mean to you to win the Europa League this season and add to that history?
Yeah, it's obviously always a dream to lift the trophy, but we feel like there's so much football to be played before that, and you know, Aston Villa over 2 legs is going to be very difficult, but you know, if we show that passion, that desire, and yeah, give our absolute best, then you know, why can't we dream, and also the fans?
Why, are you excited about that game?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you can't not be excited about being in a semi-final. Obviously, got to the semi-final of the FA Cup last year, and we fell short against Man City, but you know, hopefully we can learn from that experience and yeah, give a good account of ourselves.
What kind of game are you expecting against them? I mean, obviously very familiar opponents. You played them twice already in the league.
Yeah, obviously we only played them a couple of weeks ago at the City Ground, and yeah, we know their qualities. They have strength throughout the team, a striker who's scoring goals, you know, midfielders who combine fantastically well, and I don't think there's much of a weakness to their team, to be honest. So yeah, we have to be our absolute best.
And just the fact that they have a manager as well who's won this competition, God knows how many times. Yeah. Is that a factor?
Yeah, I think you're going to take every little bit you can if you're them, but the same with us. We have quality players, we have strength in depth. You know, we have a fantastic squad, a fantastic manager who has also done very well in European competition. So, you know, it's going to be a fantastic game, and yeah, one we're really looking forward to.